Wow, that's great. You mentioned churches, so
Yes.
I'm a PK.
Ah,
For those who are going to be listening and watching to this, that's a preacher's kid. So I
mhm,
grew up in the church, AME
mhm.
church,
Okay.
and so that whole environment, you understand,
Oh, yeah.
uh, and there's always a certain way you conduct yourself, certain things you talk about, certain things you don't talk about,
That's
and
right.
firearms was never a thing.
Hmm.
Preparedness was never a thing.
That's right.
Um, as I got more into this world of preparedness and survival, um, I started to going to more churches, and
Hmm.
more churches started reaching out to me and wanting me to give them in emergency preparedness classes.
Yes.
Um, and that happened all after COVID, and I
Hmm.
think COVID kind of changed a lot of the perception of how the church is ran and how they think about preparing their own congregations, and especially when it comes to security.
Hmm.
Right, there's been a number of events that have happened, unfortunately, when it comes to places of worship. That's in any denomination or religion. So I think the landscape has changed for our world, for us to come in and kind of evolve the church's standards. Um, what's and being a pastor and your husband yourselves, how does that, or did you see any changes when it comes to introducing firearms to the church, introducing safety and security to the church? What has been your guys' perspective on that?
There were definitely changes in 2020. 2020 was a pivotal year for many reasons. People were feeling insecure about their own safety, and even in the church, I think there's been a shift as there are younger people who are coming in. We've got Google now, we've got AI now, and
Yeah,
people started realizing, maybe that faith by works is there's something to that thing, right?
yeah, yeah,
So, we have faith that God will protect our homes, but we still have fire extinguishers. We still lock our
right,
door. We still use security systems. We have to understand sometimes when things happen in life, it's not God who's allowing it or letting us down. It's that there are bad people in the world. And
right.
you have been given the authority, you've been given the power to deal with that and protect yourself. And the truth of the matter is, when we understand, going back to that confidence, that we are worthy to be defended, that alone is a deterrent. I mean,
Mm,
I go all over the place and people make little jokes. Don't mess with joy. You know what? There's
right.
something to that.
Yeah.
The chances of me, let's be honest, having to ever defend myself with a firearm are actually very small, but they're going to
Mm,
stay small because I'm prepared to defend myself with a firearm. And, if we,
right.
we need to just kind of tell the truth and have those real conversations. I have the same
Yeah.
conversations with the church folks about their health. Stop
Mm,
praying for God to heal your diabetes and, heal your
yeah.
migraines. And how about you some vegetables? Get rid of the
Mm,
cooking oils. You have been
yeah.
prepared. It's the same kind of thing. Faith without works is dead.
Is
And so
dead.
I think we're a place now where people are starting to realize that. And I think
Mm,
it's awesome. I think it's amazing because there's nothing more beautiful than a person who lives by faith actually prospering in life.
right.
That's the way it's
Right.
supposed to be. And so, I miss me with all these crazy prosperity teachers and they taking all your money. That's a whole different discussion. But when a
Right.
person understands where God has already empowered them and they take
Mm-hmm.
and own that power, they live prosperous lives and they are able to enable others to do the same. And that's what's beautiful
Mm.
about it.